What's MegaCapitalG here? Got a very interesting and strange duel for you guys to check out. If you like fairy tales, if you like zombies, synchro monsters, or maybe just a little bit of trolling, I think you're going to enjoy this because all of the above will be apparent in this duel. In fact, there's going to be one point in the duel where you actually think one of the players is just full on trolling, doesn't even want to win, and then it's like a switch gets turned on in his head and he's just like, oh yeah, I can actually win the duel. Let me go ahead and start tryharding. So it's going to be a very strange duel. So at the top we have a very unique and interesting fairy tale deck. He's going to run a bunch of equip cards in here. He's actually running a ton of like the bamboo cards, like broken bamboo sword, and just a bunch of weird stuff. You might think this is the troll player. And then at the bottom we have a Shiranui variant. Obviously, most Shiranui variants run a bunch of zombies as well, so you can see he has the Gozuki in his opening hand. I believe there are multiple Mizukis and Unizombies in the deck. That's pretty much just par for the course. You're not going to find pretty much any zombie decks that don't run Mizuki at this point. It's like a staple in the archetype. I think zombies are up first, and it looks like he's just going to open with the Gozuki, going to get the Zombie Force Burial. Then he sets a copy of the Shiranui Slash, which is the Icarus attack. And the interesting thing is, he actually ends up hitting this card called Magical Boost. I didn't know what this card was, but when it is destroyed, you get to summon a monster from your deck. So he actually doesn't get the full plus there because the Magical Boost is going to activate, and it's going to give him a nice monster right here. That monster is the mythical beast Cerberus, and it's pretty powerful. This thing is currently 2400 because it is activated its effect, or it has 2 spell counters on it, and I think it's actually going to go a lot higher than that. Yeah, it is. Every time a spell it gets activated, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger, so it's actually something you don't want to mess with, as I believe he's going to, he activates that bamboo sword, and the thing is just getting more powerful and more powerful. Now, he is going to kind of hold that. The Shiranui player, he did have his level 6 synchro on the field, but he activates the Shiranui style Samsara, and this is a really interesting card because you can banish a zombie monster you control and you don't take damage for the rest of the turn. So even with this monster being 2900 attack, he can't really do any damage this turn. So it's actually a very precarious situation he finds himself in, where this dude is 3400 attack, but no, you got pranked, bro. You can't do any damage. Now, I believe during his draw phase, he's going to activate the second effect. He's going to put 2 zombies back in his deck and draw an extra card. And I was like, okay, that's pretty good. He's going to go ahead and he's going to use the pop effect. I believe that was Spirit Master. Now he goes into the level 6 Shiranui again, the level 6 Shiranui synchro again. I believe we're going to see this card at least like 3 or 4 times dropped, and he has used the second effect, or the first effect of the Samsara again, so he will not take any damage. So you can see right here, it's a really interesting duel because even though this guy has massive advantage over the duel, where he has 6 cards and this guy's 3, he hasn't been able to do any damage. And I kept eyeballing that soul charge, wondering when exactly he was going to activate it. You guys know synchro decks love soul charge, and it's clearly a powerhouse. Now he summons the Revive King Hades, but it actually gets cock blocked by Fairy Tale Snow. Damn it, Konami, go ahead and limit that card already. He's going to use Fairy Tale Cinderella, and now he's going to go for some bamboo action, draws multiple cards with the golden bamboo sword, tries to go on the Arcanite Magician. I have not seen that card summoned IRL since, I don't know, maybe 2010, something like that. That's going to get hit with the Solemn, but he is able to get rid of the Revive King Hades. I'm just going to say, I don't know. I'm going to say he has 0 defense because he's a zombie, and that, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. He's a zombie, makes sense. He just has to have 0 defense. He will still not rip the soul charge, and at this point, I was kind of wondering, I was like, does he actually want to win this duel? Because I thought he was trolling. Fairy Tale Luna's going to use the bounce effect, and he's kind of just using beatdown mode with Fairy Tale Snow. And if you look at his life points, he's gunning kind of low. And the thing is, when he does use the freaking, when he finally does use the soldier, he only goes for 1 monster, and he brings out a Gozuki. That's it. I was like, bro, you had 8,000 life points. You could have summoned like 5 monsters, and then he just summons a Mizuki and doesn't do anything. And that's the part that I was talking about, guys. I'm like, this dude is actually trolling. I don't really know what exactly he's doing. Now, the thing is, if you guys don't know what Burning Bamboo, what the card actually does as he summons the Coral Dragon, probably looking to pop something. If you activate a Bamboo Sword While this card is face up on the field, you can skip your opponent's next main phase 1. So it is kind of annoying, and that's why you see him running all these bamboo cards. And I mean, constantly making it so your opponent never can have like a main phase 1. They have to do all their actions in main phase 2. They don't get to appropriately use their battle phase. It's kind of annoying. So at this point, I was like, all right, Duel's basically over. He's going to go ahead and banish the copy of, I believe that was Spirit Master. Yeah, it was Spirit Master, which obviously is going to blow up a card on the field. He then summons Hades, and then he's going to summon his level 6 Synchro back, and you know, he could not actually attack here because he did all that in main phase 2, but he made a pretty decent board. I just wasn't sure if it was going to stick. He's going to give up all his cards in his hand to Magical Stone Excavation, and then he's going to get the Cursed Bamboo Sword. He's not really able to do any damage because he gets cock blocked by the level 6 Shiranui, which is going to activate its effect, and he does skip the main phase 1 if I'm not mistaken, but now he's going to go for a bunch more synchro plays. He goes into Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, and I think he's going to go into what's it called, to Moonlight Dragon, which is going to bounce the Fairy Tale Snow. Now check out the most random card that is going to save him, because he clearly has a lot of synchros on the board. He gets saved by Treacherous Trap Hole. Like, what? You usually don't see Treacherous Trap Hole played this deep into the game when he already has 16 cards in his graveyard. None of them are actually traps. That was actually, I was just kind of surprised by that, but it looks like he's actually trying to win now. This guy was like basically hot dogging around during his last couple of turns, and now he summons the level 8, the level 6, and the level 10 Shiranui. Everything gets cleared. Fairy Tale Snow cannot activate its effect, and that is the end of the duel. It ends so abruptly that it almost left me thinking, what the fuck just happened? I thought this guy was trolling and that he didn't even want to win the duel, and then he just explodes all over the field with his Shiranui onslaught. So anyways, I know it's not obviously a link format duel, but CapG is not messing around with those other Yu-Gi-Oh programs because apparently they all have malware or some shit like that. So YGO Pro and Dev Pro are the only ones I trust. You guys know what I'm talking about, where what was it? It was YGO Pro, something, not Salvation, but the Dawn of a New Era, I think, had malware on it. I ain't messing around with them programs, guys. Not Yu-Gi-Oh Core or none of it. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a CapG video.